Right, so this is still Unit 5, Day 1. This portion of the video, or this video, will focus on synthetic division, which is essentially a shorthand way to do polynomial division. Let's see. It's a shorthand method. I think it's quite a bit easier, a lot less complicated. Now, the reason that we don't just always do synthetic division, though, is that it only works in certain situations. You have to be dividing by a simple linear binomial, so like an x plus 3 or an x minus 5, and it has to have a leading coefficient of 1. So that's why we have to learn the two methods, because synthetic division, while it is so much easier, it doesn't work all the time. Again, reminder, people are oftentimes just tempted to do this. Oh, look, the x squared's reduced. They do not. This is part of a sum. You cannot reduce a term. Please don't do that. Everybody gets so tempted to do that. I think I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so here's how synthetic division works. It's kind of crazy. You have this polynomial, x squared plus 5x plus 6, and you would like to divide it by this nice little factor x minus 1. And how you can do that, shorthand, is you pull the coefficients from each term and you line them up, 1, 5, 6. And now you have to find the 0 that goes with this divisor factor. The 0 that goes with x minus 1 is 1, and we'll put that on the outside. And now we're ready to divide. This is super exciting. So here is the process for using synthetic division. You drop the first number down below. And then so let's see, I'll write this down. Drop it down. Drop the first number down. Every time, just drop it down. Then you multiply it by the 0 and put it in the next column. So 1 times 1, I'm multiplying this number times this number and putting it in the next column. It happens to also be a 1. And then your next step is that you add it up. Whoops, I erased my 1. Didn't mean to. Add it up. Let's see. So we drop it down, we multiply, and then we add it up. And that adds up to 6. And then you just repeat. 1 times 6 will go in the next column, 6, and then we add it up to get 12. And so we're done. Our division is done. We just have to decode our answer. So we encoded our problem here, and here we have to unencode our solution. And here's how the decoding process works. Well, we have a degree 2 polynomial, and we're dividing by a degree 1 polynomial. If we subtract those powers, that tells us the power of the solution. Our solution to subtract 1 is 1, so that tells me my solution is degree 1. And so this is the highest term in my solution. It's an x to the 1 power. And then it just descends from there. That would be a plus 6. And then this is the remainder. So we have x plus 6, and our remainder is 12 over, and we put our divisor here, x minus 1. So there's our unencoded solution. Uncoded. I'm sure that's a real word, uncoded. Okay, so let's try another one. So again, you pull the coefficients down for each term. So this one will have a 2, a negative 3, a negative 5, a 3, and an 8. We're dividing by the factor x minus 2. So the 0 that goes with that is 2. We put the 2 over here outside of our upside down division symbol. And now we're ready to go. So process again is to drop that first one down. Or if you want, you can just think of it as adding the first column. We have to start by adding it up to, well, there's nothing to add it to, so it's just 2. And now we multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. Put that in the next column. And now we add that column up. Negative 3 plus 4 is 1. Multiply the 1 by the 2. Put it in the next column. Add it up. Negative 5 plus 2 is negative 3. Multiply the negative 3 by the 2 and put it in the next column. Negative 6. 3 minus 6 is another negative 3. Multiply it by 2, we get a negative 6. Add that column up and we get a 2. So this is our solution, but right now it's in code. So we just need to decode that. So we think about our powers. We started with a degree 4 and we're dividing by a degree 1. So our answer is going to be degree 3. 4 minus 1 is 3. And we just start with that highest power and we decrease down the row. And the last one is the remainder. So we have our solution 2x to the third plus 1x squared minus 3x minus 3. And we write our answer in proper notation as a fraction. 2 over our divisor, which is x minus 2. So there's our solution. Seems kind of weird at first, and it is sort of crazy that it works because once you know the process, it's a very simple process, but much easier than long division. It would be nice if we could use it all the time. Just like with long division, you have to be careful of missing terms. If there is a missing term, you need to remember to put a 0 in for that. So in this case, we have x to the third minus 6x squared. We have 0 x's, and then we have plus 9, our constant. So if we put our coefficients, it will be a 1, a negative 6, a 0, and a 9. Don't miss that 0. We need that placeholder there. We're dividing by x plus 2, so the 0 that goes with the factor x plus 2 is negative 2. We put that on the outside. And now we're ready to go. Add up the first column. Multiply, put it in the next column. Add up the second column. Multiply, put it in the next column. Negative 8 times negative 2 is 16. Add up that third column. And now we multiply by the negative 2 again. That's negative 32. And now we just need to add it up. So let's see, 9 minus 32 is, I think, negative 23. Oh, I went the wrong direction. Wow, I'm so tired today. Let me walk all the way across the room and get a calculator because I didn't do that right. Maybe I did do it right. I don't know. 9 minus 32. I did it right. Okay, so now we just need to, this is our answer. We're done. This is our solution. We just have to decode it. We just got to figure out what it means. Well, we started with an x to the third power. We're dividing by a power 1. So our answer is going to be power 2. The last number is the remainder. So our complete answer would be x squared minus 8x plus 16 minus 23 over, and our divisor was x plus 2. So there's our solution. All right, so here's one for you to try. Now maybe I'll just do it really quick. a 2, a -3, a 4, a -1. We're dividing by x plus 1, so the 0 that we use for our division is -1. So add up the first column, multiply, put it in the next column, add it up, multiply, put it in the next column, add it up, multiply, put it in the next column, add it up. Now we just need to decode our answer. This started as a power 3. We're dividing by a power 1, so our answer is going to be power 2. Last number is the remainder. So our solution is 2x squared minus 5x plus 9 minus 10 over our divisor x plus 1. Go ahead and try this one out. Pause if you want, and then you can check your work. So pause. Here's the solution. That one did not have a remainder. Here's one with a missing term. See if you can set it up. Don't forget the missing term. Do the problem. Pause the video. See how you did. And there's the solution. And I think that is it. So that's synthetic division. Synthetic division, it sometimes seems weird at first, but it's very, very slick. It works great. If only it would work all the time. But it really is a great method for dividing. And that's it.